Hello, my name is Khumala Lentle and I'm a lecturer for Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Together with a few of my colleagues, Kurt Murray and Johan van Resburg, we have the privilege of telling you more about the exciting study opportunities in the Department of Logistics hosted within the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. The Department of Logistics is home to 4 focal areas: Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Transport Economics, Business Analytics, and Operations Research. The interaction between the 4 focal areas, which combines business, economics, and mathematical view, gives the Department of Logistics its unique character. It enables students to be familiarized with real-world problems while mastering valuable and necessary skills. We will be introducing each of these 4 focal areas offered in the department as we dive deeper into what we have to offer here at the Department of Logistics. Kurt, can you tell us more about operations research and business analytics, please?
Thanks, Tuma. I'm Kurt Murray, a lecturer for business analytics and operations research in the Department of Logistics, and I'm here to tell you more about the 2 analytical modules we have to offer. Operations research is a focus within the BCom or BSc Mathematical Sciences degree and is known for being the science of better. Operations research is a field in mathematical optimization which uses analytics and optimization techniques to make a difference in the world. Operations researchers apply maths to complex problems to find meaningful, data-driven insights and improvements. The role of an operations researcher is to make daily decisions on which solution will yield the best return based on mathematical evidence. Operations researchers often find themselves part of an analytic team or consultant group that are able to build new models from scratch based on a high level of mathematical understanding and programming skills. So, if you've ever asked yourself the question, how can this process be made better in scenarios such as finding the shortest route for a courier company to deliver parcels to their clients while minimizing fuel costs? Or the best way to schedule doctors and nurses in hospitals in order to minimize patient waiting time? Or how to help retailers to keep the right amount and types of stock to maximize their sales? Then consider enrolling for operations research. Like other applied mathematical fields, operations research can be used in all industries and sectors. Past students have found themselves working in consultation companies like Barloworld and Accenture, retail companies such as Takealot, Pep, and ShopRite, financial companies like First National Bank, Absa, and Capitec, IT companies, and industrial companies like Harmony Gold and Sasol. Business analytics is a focus area within the BCom Management Sciences degree. Business analytics teaches you the tools to add value to companies that are committed to data-driven decision-making. The skills presented in business analytics include data analytical skills to gain insights into business functions and processes. These skills will help you to inform evidence-based decision-making and will give you the edge to function at highly competitive levels, both as an asset to any data-driven company, but also as an independent consultant. Interesting problems that you will learn how to solve include how to obtain large amounts of data from the web, how to safely store it and to harness the data to gain insights that provide your client with a competitive edge, or how to find the influencers in a social network and how to leverage their popularity for marketing strategies, and how to apply your artistic creativity to visualize information using data design principles that enhances understanding of advanced reporting. So, if you are fascinated by data visualization and analysis, social networks, modeling of complex problems, and informed decision making, then this is the course for you. And I'll hand it back over to Guna.
Thank you, Kurt. Now I'm going to give you some clarity on what you can expect to learn when you enroll for a degree in logistics and supply chain management through a scenario. Think about your morning today when you woke up and got dressed and hopefully brushed your teeth. Did you ever stop to think how the toothpaste got to be available for you to purchase in the retail store? Well, logistics and supply chain management is what made that possible. We focus on processes, people, technology, and infrastructure required to make these goods and services available to individuals and companies. An overview, it is about how to plan, coordinate, and control aspects like sourcing, manufacturing, transport, distribution and warehousing, and other operations across companies in order to provide the right product at the right place at the right time, and of course, at the right price. It's not only about meeting the requirements of the consumer, but it's also about how we get all of this done while still generating a profit. The COVID-19 pandemic, which I'm sure you all still remember, has spread light on how essential logistics services are in making our modern world work. The worldwide rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines was one of the largest logistics tasks ever undertaken. Another example are the recent floods in KZN. The Port of Durban's terminal operations were suspended for a while due to heavy rains preventing access to roads. This impacted logistics operations, with its effect felt by many supply chains as a result of delivery disruptions for goods being imported. Logistics and supply chain management is like an intricate web that connects things together, and it is through those connections that we're able to share our skills in the workplace, and like mentioned, products in formal retailers and even vibrant marketplaces. Our graduates are easily employed in almost every public or private business like Transnet, SA Breweries, DHL, Woolies, Takealot, Imperial Logistics, Distill, and the World Food Programme, just to name a few. We hope you'll join us. Over to Johan to shed some light on transport economics.
Thanks, Juma. Good day. I'm Johan van Rensburg, a lecturer and researcher in the Department of Logistics. Today it's my pleasure to introduce you to the field of transport economics, a discipline that deals with the efficient allocation of scarce resources to move people and goods from origin to destination. Now, modern society is completely dependent on transportation to sustain its way of life, and it is difficult to consider any person or product that does not require transport at some stage. This is due to the inherent nature of transport being a derived demand, being needed to fill the spatial gap between origin and destination, or production and consumption. Meaning we undertake transport to reach a goal, such as traveling to work to earn money, acquiring products and services, and is not a goal upon itself. Thus, transport is actually a negative utility for the user, which costs, including financial and economic, we need to minimize in order to facilitate a productive city and/or country. A global agenda is to support sustainable development, local and international trade, and the important function of our cities and urban areas. Transport, land use, and technology plays an extremely important role in, especially, the development of sustainable solutions that drive smarter cities, innovation in transport technologies such as advancements in autonomous and electric vehicles, drones, and the future space travel. And lastly, better urban and regional planning through the use of innovative data sources like GPS tracking data and vehicle count data. The use of transport can also often lead to various problems such as congestion, environmental pollution, and shortages of infrastructure, as well as the existence of destructive competition or monopolies in this sector. A transport economist will apply his or her skills within the transport sector to address issues like these. We do so by predicting demand, for example, the number of trips to and from an area, the choice of transport mode used, and the route assignment. And then secondly, the supply, which involves capacity, speed, and accessibility of the transportation mode. And then evaluating the methods of financing, maintenance, while improving and expanding the transport networks for freight and passenger transportation. Transport economists can work in many different transportation sectors, such as the road, railway, maritime, pipeline, and airline industries, as well as be involved with development projects and city and regional planning. We undertake tasks like implementing the MyCity bus service in the city of Cape Town operationally, evaluating and planning for the adoption of electric vehicles in South Africa, and determining how we should fund our road network, and then calculate the cost road users must pay to maintain it, like the fuel levy or toll fees. Transport economics are usually part of a multidisciplinary team, which includes engineers, spatial and environmental planners, project managers, and lawyers, just to name a few. Services are rendered in both the private sector in companies such as Maersk Group, Airports Companies of Africa, and Uber, and in the public sector, resorts or financing sectors for institutions such as the CSIR, United Nations, and World Bank, as well as government departments including Treasury. Transport economics and logistics are a very good subject pairing, broadening the industries within the transport sector which you can work in one day. For more information on what the Department of Logistics has to offer, please visit our website or get in contact with us. We look forward to welcoming you in our department very soon. All the best.